Hi there, this is Sean Brodrick for UncommonWisdomDaily.com. I'm pretty bearish on the market in the longer term, but you can't argue against the bullish forces that we've seen at work in the past few weeks. Take a look at how this has been affecting global stocks. This is a monthly chart of the IOO, and the IOO tracks the S&P Global 100 Index. That's a basket of stocks including ExxonMobil, Microsoft, Johnson & Johnson, Chevron, IBM, and other leading global corporations. Looking at this monthly chart, you can see that the IOO seems to be putting in a bottom. It is very close to giving a buy signal, and the upside from that would be about 35%. That's pretty good. What is fueling this rally? Well, recently, some data has actually been not as bad as was feared. Take car sales in the U.S., for example. Even though U.S. auto sales are now at an annual adjusted rate of about 8.9 million cars and light trucks, which is about half the number of vehicles that were sold in 2007, automakers were actually braced for worse. Car sales have been boosted by government-backed loan and warranty programs, so that's helping a little bit. Also, the G20 wasn't a total flop. Weekly unemployment didn't rise as much as feared, though it's still high, and mark-to-market accounting has been watered down to allow banks to pretend that all is well. And that's all the news of stuff that's really not so good. There is some good news. That's on natural resources. I think natural resources could lead any real recovery. China's copper imports in the first 2 months of 2009 were up 71% over last year. Many copper insiders think there's value in the sector. Xstrata, for example, is now looking to buy smaller producers whose stock valuations have collapsed over the last 18 months. And it's not just copper. Crude oil seems to be using $50 as a new base, and it could use it for a potential move higher. Still, outside of natural resources, if you think I don't sound too impressed with the fundamentals, you're right. However, we can't argue against the tide, and investors are taking money out of the dollar and gold right now, and they're putting it back to work in stocks. This means we could have a rally that could go on for quite some time, to the end of April or even longer. And this may be a rally worth playing. The IOO is a good way to play it. Here in the U.S., the Spider S&P 500 Trust, or SPY, is another good way to play a stock rally. Just remember, this is a trading rally. Don't get married to positions and use stops in case the market moves against you. Thanks for listening. This is Sean Brodrick for UncommonWisdomDaily.com.